just hold his leg there.
Like right down this line?
No, like he's already skinned out. You take this part right here, because you want only one line to sew. If you make another incision, you'll have two to sew.
Okay.
So, see where the skin folds up like that?
Yeah. Just pull it back.
Yep. And you can see where the skin of his abdomen is there. Did you scalpel the other way there? You're still on the dull edge. Pick up your scalpel. See, this is the bladed end.
Okay. It's a different one.
No, not to press too hard because we don't want to open his belly up, because that would be just pretty icky. Alright, there you go. Don't cut up too far.
Okay.
You see all this fat in here? Just rub on that and that'll separate from his abdomen. You flip the knife this way, like you're holding a pencil. See how that goes?
Okay, across this way.
Yep. Be careful there. There you go. This little guy had a lot of fat on him. You can see that pink is starting to come out there for his leg.
What do you do with the fat?
Yeah, just leave the fat there. It'll be alright.
Alright.
If there's any fat left on the cape, we're going to scrape it anyway after he soaks.
Can't see.
Right, so that's his belly there, and you see his leg coming up through here?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, put your hand, put the blade down for a sec.
Okay.
Alright, put one foot on his ankle.
1 foot.
Or one hand. Okay. And then just put your hand here, I'll show you. You hold him like this, and you pull the skin back, expose the knee, and you can feel the knee, and then you just kind of
push the knee out.
Yeah. And use a bit of paper towel to grip on the skin, so it's... But I'll let you do that without that first, so you can feel how slippery that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you put the paper towel on it, that'll help you grip. There you go, that's coming off. Here, just don't let it hurt yourself on that. Yep, keep pulling. I'm just gonna out of it. Now the pressure you put on is just like this. And you push on the blade. You can push a little bit more on it. But you can feel how everything operates in there. As the little leg goes. Still attached on that end. There we go. That should help. can pull that out a little more. Okay, he's stuck there. Pretty close to the bottom of the ankle there. And apply pressure to his ankle. Because as you're doing that, it's like a sausage casing. It's just kind of popping him out. Pretty much you kind of want to act like you're turning him inside out.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right?
Yeah. And you grip just a little leg like that. See, just like that?
Okay, you can just pull that piece off.
Yeah. So we're gonna get him as far as we can. And you can feel how slimy that is even right through the gloves, but then put on with a paper towel and pull. Alright, now watch that where the muscle in the skin is. See how it turns really white?
Yeah.
Just very gently touch that with the scalpel. There we go. Right down to his ankle, which is where we want to be. And you did a pretty good job there because you moved, there's no membrane right there, because when I did the other side, he had that membrane in the way. You got that off. So the next step is take your scalpel, put it in the back, and do a motion like this to sever that muscle.
To sever.
Yep, the pink.
Right here?
Yep.
Sever that off?
Yep.
Alright. So,
Just like you're cutting a rope.
yeah, like this. Like that?
Yep. Because he's got a tendon in there. You want to sever. Alright.
No.
Yeah, you're going to use the snips to break the leg.
Okay.
So you just take these and you put them in like this. You gotta make sure that you pull the skin back so you don't pinch the skin. You put the pliers in this way, the flat end to the skin, and then just snip them.
Okay, flat into the skin. Like this?
Yeah, and make sure you pull the skin taut.
Pull the skin back?
Yeah. That way you don't get that pinched in. There you go. And now you can just take the scalpel in and it'll cut clean right through that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be too scared to put pressure on it. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, so you've got both legs out. So now it's pretty much, it's time for the tail.
Okay.
Okay. So right here, we have to be really careful because we don't want to...
Break the shit sack.
Exactly. Alright.
Yeah, I'll let you deal with that. I never had good luck with them.
Yeah, but just watch carefully. We're pretty much letting his weight pull him out of the skin. And it's cross motions, and it's just like really light, like you're just barely touching it. And then sometimes like a scrape back and forth. See how when his weight goes, it just kind of falls.
Yeah.
The only thing you really have to worry about when doing the taxidermy is you don't want to squeeze their bellies too much, because it'll squirt out every end that's open.
Yeah.
That's just common sense.
The poop sack is not user friendly.
No.
Oh.
So before we do the tail, you want to make sure that you get the back all the way around clean.
Okay.
Just so you can see a little hole there. You can see right through. You can see where his tail is there. We're going to hold him here with paper towel. I'm going to hold him here with paper towel. And just very slowly
Pull the tail out.
pull the tail right out. And as it does this, it's going to turn his tail inside out, which will be easy for inserting the wire later. It's got a bit of freezer burn there, so I'm just going to dip my hands in some water and put that on. That'll help moisten it a bit. The trick here is to get the right pressure, because if you pull too hard, his tail's going to break. And if you don't do it enough, it's not going to peel. And theoretically, there's so little flesh on the tail that you probably just leave the last vertebrae in the tail. but that makes it harder to articulate it with a wire.
Mm-hmm. Once I'm done, you might as well do it right the first time.
Yep, you can see he's
And it's
ripping a
easy.
bit there. So, how much is left? There's not a lot. There's only that much left bone in there. So I might actually have to leave that where he's ripping. Because he's pretty dried out from being in the freezer.
Just a wee bit freezer burn.
Yeah. See his vertebrae detached there. So he's pretty dried out there. So I'm just going to cut this here. So that's pretty mummified. We're not going to get a full skin, but where this, there's no meat on that. You're not going to have to worry about it rotting because it's dry. Alright, so did you want to skin the rest of them down the back?
Yeah, I can.
Would you like me to show you a trick on how to get them faster?
Yes.
Alright. Your paper towel. I'll take that for a second. And let go of his butt there. And just hold on to the skin itself. Like that. And then you lift him up a little bit. Yeah, you're right-handed only, so hold. Or is that your right?
Not everybody's ambidextrous.
Yeah. I keep forgetting. So when you lift him up a little bit, the gravity of his body is going to let him drop. See how that just falls?
There's a lot of this.
Yep. And the higher up you hold him, the more his weight's going to pull on him. And I'll pull down on his tail a bit.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm just going to pull his belly a bit. Because we want to fold him inside out. There we go. We'll start the fold like that. There. And that'll make it a lot easier when he gets more of a ridge around. It'll come right off. Yeah, we don't want a trip to the hospital today.
No. Would like to never go back to the hospital.
Alright, so this is pretty much just a straightforward process. You just keep doing what he's doing until you get up to the squirrel's elbows.